feel like whenever I play like Bay Area stuff, people are like, what is that? You know, like Mac Dre, E40, all that jazz. But specifically the dancing, right? When I got first called into our dance circle that Mo does, she called me up in there, I had my chemise. Everybody's like, hey now. Like at that point, I had still been like my tense Haley, so they didn't really see my personality. I hit my chemise and boom, I'm loosened up for the game.
They tried to count me out, I'ma gon' count me in. Fill up my bank account, now I got something to spend.
Growing up in Northern Cali, it's an experience for sure. I think people have different expectations of the Bay. But I grew up in the smaller Bay, the Monterey Bay, which is not as jumping as the other one, I would say. It's more relaxed. I grew up on the beach. I can see the water from my house. I think it's like a slow pace. I feel like the difference that I've noticed a lot being on the East Coast now is like, it's very fast. It's just a lot of business, a lot of people hustling.
So I am a Cali girl to the core, born and raised. So getting drafted here, I knew nothing about Atlanta, but coming here, I have fallen in love with this city. It's become home. It's been an amazing place to grow up, I would say, in my young adult life. And I would just say just because the vibe that I feel here, there's a lot of younger individuals hustling, getting it in, just like I am. And so it's really nice to see that. It's almost like a reflection. The city of Atlanta offers so much. I'll start with the food, because your girl is a foodie. I love the food scene here. There's so many different types of foods that you can experience, from like bigger chains to mom and pops, and a lot of different cultures. There's the Black culture that's here. So skating, hair, all these different experiences that growing up in California, I never had and I never saw. So coming here, I'm not gonna say it was a culture shock, but I'm just like, I want more of this. And so I'm really happy and blessed that I've been able to experience it for the last few years.
The dancing here compared to there, it's just different. You know, you got yike in there, you got this and that. You get here, and I feel like there's a lot of dancers, but I can't describe what the dancing is like here. I've had to figure it out, because when I went dancing and doing that with different people, and they're looking at me and I hit my Dougie and this and that, and they're like, you're not from here. So I guess I just have like that Bay Cali persona about me, which I think is a great compliment.
I would say Mo right now is really focused on enjoying the journey. I understand that these moments aren't gonna last forever, and so I want to be present for it, and I really just want to enjoy everything that I have while I have it. Young Mo was, in her head, America's Next Top Model. That was what I wanted to aspire to be. I love Tyra Banks, and so I would watch the show, and I thought that that was the career path that I wanted to go down. Ended up trying out to play basketball. My dad got me into it when I was about 5, because I've always been very girly, feminine, always was in a dress, and he was like, okay, if you're gonna play, you can't wear your dresses. And I didn't like that, but I wanted to make him proud. So basketball also became my passion, and I realized I was kind of good at it once I started getting recruited and just having all these amazing opportunities. So here we are today.
I didn't really know basketball was my sport. My mom did. I had a good mix of being a tomboy, but still the girly girl at the same time, which I think I still have today. I grew up doing water polo, swim, track, soccer, whatever. Yeah, my mom said I was better at basketball, so here we are.
You on my mind a lot, don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen, make it seem like the bartender. Got my heart no barging in, from the beat to the flow to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up, break you in and break you out. In the end, we gon' make the child.
Rookie season is definitely trial and error. I knew that from the first day of training camp. There's gonna be a lot of error. That first drill had me gassed. I was like, how did I get here? Why is this my profession? Being here in Atlanta with the people I'm surrounded by, they made it a lot easier to deal with that. I think I came in putting a lot of pressure on myself. You're tense those first few days of training camp, but Coach T and the rest of the staff are very just straightforward with what they need from you. The main adjustment for me, the skill level, is so much more than the college level. When you get to college, everybody's, section player of the year for high school MVP. You get to the pros, everybody's an All-American, everybody's Conference Player of the Year, they won natties, they done this and that. So it's just another standard. You're playing with and against Olympians every day.
With the 6th pick in the 2023 WNBA draft, the AtlantaDream select Haley Jones, Stanford University.
When you get drafted, it's a whirlwind, right? Like, I leave my phone at the table, I get up, go up there, hug Kathy, talk to Holly. I went behind these double doors and I was back there for hours on end. I didn't know what time it was anymore. My feet hurt. I feel like I've been saying the same answers on repeat, just excited to get to the A, yada, yada, yada. And then it gets to the press conference and this very nice reporter woman is like, oh, you missed your coach's call.
You mentioned before that your phone's probably blowing up. You have a lot of missed calls. One of those is from your new coach. And she
so
tweeted,
sorry, Coach. Goodness.
tweeted, hey girl, just trying to reach you to congratulate you on coming to the A. Hashtag pick up your phone.
So I called her, they didn't answer. And then they called me back. It was just a bit of phone tag. I went to another interview and I came back and then they finally answered. And it was just like, Haley, finally you gonna pick up your phone for your new coach? Like, da-da-da-da-da. So it was funny. And then it was really just welcoming me to Atlanta. Excited to get me here, excited to get to work, all the things you want to hear.
I would say my self-care is very important for how I show up on the court. It just allows me to feel like the best version of myself, so I always try to make sure that my cup is full and that I'm feeling good mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I would say that comes from my dad. He would always remind me, he'd say, mind, body, spirit, you always have to be in alignment. And when I was young, I never really realized what that meant. But as I've grown and matured and I'm living this life that not many people get to live, there's a lot of responsibilities. Like, it's fun and there are glamorous moments, but it's a grind. And a lot of people don't see that grind. And so I know that I need to just be locked in. I'm glad that from a young age that was being instilled into me.
Self-care days, like if we were to have an off day, my perfect off day would be, I still like to get some type of workout in, but it's not always basketball, right? You don't want to burn out. So maybe it's pickleball, getting some type of cardio in the morning. I love my skincare routine, morning and night. I love to cook, so I probably do breakfast and maybe go to the park or do something. Self-care is really just like doing something that fulfills me.
I think that me giving energy, I know it brings energy to the team, but I know it also gets me into a place where I have high energy too, and that's my game. I know that I'm able to use my voice, and so I've been here the longest. I want to just be a rock solid teammate in any way that I can. I want to uplift others. I want others to have fun and have a good experience.
Mo is one of the best people I've ever gotten to meet. She went to UCLA, she's a Cali girl, so we kind of already had that Pac-12 connection. But getting to know Mo, the more that we talked and spent time around each other, we were like, we're really similar. Like, we have a lot of the same values, similar humor, just goals, things like that. So it's been really great to, kind of make a friend in Mo and just have that connection to fall back on. I think she's somebody that I definitely look up to in more ways than one. It's not just, her basketball capabilities or her skill, but just who she is as a person, the confidence that she exudes. She's very down to earth, and just how important it is to her to uplift other people, I think are all just little things that I look up to.
I've always been very passionate about wellness, but I never knew how I wanted to share it with the world. And so I had a conversation with my manager. I told him that I'm so passionate about helping others and I feel good on a regular basis. I want others to have that same feeling. He was like, you should write a book. He was very adamant about it and encouraged me and really championed me to do so. Here we are, like a year and a half later, and there's so many people that they say their lives have been touched by the book. That's all I want from this book. That's the most important thing for me. It's honestly very surreal. I never imagined at this age that I would be a published author, but I do think that it was a part of my purpose. Being a God-fearing woman, trusting that this is the journey that God wanted me to be on, as far as helping people to find their balance as I'm continuing to find my own. I'm very grateful to have a platform to be able to share my thoughts, my experiences really genuinely wanting to help people better themselves on the inside and on the out.
My brand has always been authenticity and being genuine and being myself and unapologetically doing so. Everybody has their different avenue, and mine is kind of playing into just who I am. I'm a hooper, I love basketball, but it's not all that I am, it's what I do, it's my job. So pickleball, added to the list of sports I did. It was 7th grade PE, and I thought I was the next big thing. I was champ of the freaking middle school, and so I was like, oh my God, take me to the Olympics for pickleball. And then I realized I was actually not very good. You know, recently, my agents brought it to me as an opportunity to join the LA Mad Drops. And I was like, for real? Like me, an owner? That's crazy, I'm 22. So I think it was just such an amazing opportunity because I'm thinking about, you know, setting myself up for the future I want to have. And not only my own future, but my kids, whatever. So being a part of the pickleball organization is so much fun, especially to be one of 3 women, 3 Black women, which is also very special. I think it's really exciting just to kind of build my portfolio, be on the ownership side of things, see how things run, just on the business aspect.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup.
I think tunnel fits are so fun because it's a way for you to express your personality. It gives fans a different look into you. My style is really just whatever I'm feeling that day. I think my main priority is comfort. I'm never gonna wear anything uncomfortable. I love experimenting with hair. I have an experience that I think a lot of people share where you've struggles learning to love your hair. As I got older, and I think really during COVID, it was like, you know, nobody's seeing me, let's test some stuff out. And I had a lot of time with my natural hair to figure out what products I liked, learning how to do twist outs, but just trying different hairstyles, seeing what makes me feel confident.
I have been so fortunate to receive clothes from so many different companies, and so this is where I get to like put them together and walk down my runway, do my catwalk and all that. It's so fun.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer.
What's up, guys? I'm Mo Billings.
Hey, I'm Haley Jones, and I'm made for the A.